Hi, Flosstube.
Hello, Flosstube.
I'm Suzanne.
I'm Thomas.
And we need a tagline here. We're just keep stitching episode 153. No.
We are the real people of Flosstube, episode 2. More worse things after that.
So,
anyway,
if y'all have a suggestion for us of a cool tagline or something we could be called that doesn't have to do with our last names, let us know.
That's true.
First of all, that was loud. Thank you so much for all of the subscribers, all of the commenters, all of the likers, all of the followers on Instagram. We were blown away.
Yes. I think it was the first 5 were the most surprising, like going from 22 subscribers to 29, and all of a sudden she's like, people are watching. People are watching. And that was something that we didn't think would happen. So, and now we're at 200 plus subscribers.
So I don't know how we got there. I had to admit, I'm a little more nervous for this video because the first one I didn't expect anybody to watch. And then now I know that the last video got 2,400 views.
You're all watching.
So I'm a little nervous. Thank you so much to Danielle from Love and Stitchin' who shouted us out on her Instagram. That was so sweet of her. If you don't know, she's probably one of my favorite floss tubers. She has got the most adorable little family, and she stitches a lot of the same things I do. And she just had a baby a handful of months ago, and we've been enjoying the baby updates. She also had her husband on some of her floss tubes. So thank you. If you have not seen her, go check her out. And if you're here from her, welcome. We love to have you here. But thank you, Danielle. Love and Stitchin'. I will link her down below.
Yay.
Go check her out. She's great.
She is. All right, so for life stuff. Are we doing life stuff first?
Yes.
Life stuff first.
Thomas is sick.
I am sick, so if I sound a little bit weird, it's not just because we have a new microphone, which was highly requested. Oh, there we go. Because people could not hear us very well. So hopefully this video will sound better and be better quality.
Yeah, and I'm sorry all the words were backwards last week. I actually, when somebody mentioned that, I went in and found how you can flip the video
we weren't even thinking about
my
it
phone.
at all. It was just like, oh, this is like that.
You can actually flip it on your phone before you ever upload it to YouTube. And I figured out how to do that, but I didn't want to mess with last week's video because knowing me, I would click the wrong buttons
and delete it
and
all.
delete everything and delete all the comments and all the likes and all the so to play it safe forever, that first video will be backwards, and then from here on out we will make sure that we flip the video prior to uploading. And then yes, as Thomas mentioned, we did get a microphone that plugs directly into my phone, so hopefully you can hear us a little bit better and the sound quality is just that much better.
Yeah, a little clearer. In our tests that we tried today, because we just got it today, it seemed to be a big difference in the quality and as well as the volume, just the natural volume. So hopefully that will make it better for everybody.
Yes. And yes, Thomas is sick. Fun fact, last week when we filmed that first video, I was sick. So I either gave it to him or the real possibility is everybody is sick at our schools right
I had 6 people who were out sick and 5 people who were in sick. So,
and all the students are sick. Like, we're missing 6 from each class.
My students were trying to go to other parts of my classroom in order to avoid the sick students. I was like, guys, you actually have to sit in a chair though.
Yeah, I can't. Usually sickness comes around more like Thanksgiving because people go to see their families, and then it kind of carries through the holidays at the schools. But I guess we're getting it all over now. So
I
maybe we
think
won't
it has a
be
lot
sick
to do with the heat. I think because people are getting
It is so
overheated
hot.
and then going into cold places because the air conditioners on full blast everywhere and just.
Well, and
I think that's part of it.
colds apparently travel easier in heat.
Yes.
I heard that one.
Yes.
I think that's
lot
correct.
of,
I'm not a scientist.
A
I don't
lot
know,
of
but-
illnesses go hand in hand with heat. So yeah.
So that's what's kind of been going on with us. We worked yesterday. Yesterday was Saturday. We worked auditions for our county, so we got to hear a lot of violinists.
Yep.
Playing music.
Listen to 140 violins.
Something like
play
that.
the same exact things for us. That was fun.
So, and I had curriculum night on Thursday, so I stayed after school till 8:30 and talked to a lot of our parents about what's going on in the class in orchestra. Right now, the last thing we did on Friday for our sixth graders is we put them in upright position. So we start sixth graders in guitar position, and then we start moving them to putting it on their shoulder for violins and viols, obviously, not cellos and bass
For
players.
basses, it's really difficult.
But, and we teach them guitar position so that they can try this a little bit and then go back to guitar position, because the first thing all my sixth graders said was, "Oh, it was so hard."
Well, 'cause we don't really train this muscle right here very much. Even people who lift weights and such have to identify that particular muscle, and we just use it all the time, just holding our arm up like this. So
But I promised my kiddos that just bear with me. We're going to work on developing these muscles over the next couple of weeks, and before you know it, you'll be able to hold up your instrument for hours and you don't think anything of it.
It's true.
You just got to develop a muscle you never use. You really have no reason to use that muscle. So that's school life. And then home life, we've been binge watching Emily in Paris. My mom, actually. By the way, thank you, Mom, for shouting us out on your Instagram and Flosstube. Or not Flosstube, Facebook.
there you go.
I think some people are here from Mom's accounts too, so thank you, Mom. But Mom suggested that we watch Emily in Paris on Netflix, and it's a really cute, sweet show. Kind of Devil Wears Prada-ish, but with more friend drama thrown in there. So it's a comedy, it's a romance, it's
silly,
drama.
it's cute, it's fluff, but it's fun.
It's easy to watch in the evenings when you've just worked all day and you're tired.
Yes.
So we've been watching Emily in Paris. We're on season 3.
Yeah, I think it's season 3.
I think we're on
I think
season
it's
3.
in the middle of season 3 now.
So that's what we've been doing. And the PSL came out. Thomas doesn't really like coffee. It's his only downfall in life.
I think of it as a strength against big coffee.
I'm not sure what that means.
But anyway, yeah, I've never been a real fan of coffee. My dad drank it black all the time, so like I didn't have the fun Starbucks like interface as a younger person, and then my wife comes pre-liking coffee in all manners. So she's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna make you like coffee," and I will say that I like it better now than I did when we first met, a lot more. But I just never found a reason to just be like, "Yes, coffee, yes." I don't know.
However, I will be honest, I don't actually like the pumpkin spice latte. I like the frappuccino a lot, but the latte I've found these past couple years was just kind of meh. So I like the frozen version. It's like dessert. It's like
it is a dessert.
a pumpkin milkshake. Let's be honest. But I also really like the apple crisp item that's on the menu.
The oat milk.
But
apple
I
crisp
feel like
thing?
it wasn't oat milk last year.
I don't know.
Because I can't. Well, no, it was the apple crisp macchiato last year.
Yeah, it was an apple crisp macchiato last year.
Do they not have that this year?
Maybe it's part of the hidden menu. You should ask next time. Or
should.
I'll ask next time.
Tomorrow morning. Monday is Coffee Monday, so we're getting a Starbucks and we're going to ask, is the apple crisp macchiato back? Because that was my favorite drink last year when it got too cold for frappuccinos. All right, so that's enough life updates.
That's life updates there. On to WIPs.
So, by the way, this is not a real Flosstube. We mentioned that last week, that we would be skipping every other week so that we can make sure that we have enough content for you. So this is what we're going to call a 1.5 episode. Kind of like The Lion King and a 1.5. It's the half.
It is the half.
To get you through to the next episode, which will be on Labor Day weekend. So
we won't be showing any fully finishes, right?
No.
What?
No.
Ooh, wait,
No.
what? I don't even know what we're doing now.
We did discuss this, but anyways, we're doing a WIP parade, but not all of our WIPs because, quite frankly, I don't know where they all are. And
she has
that would
over
take
100.
forever. No, I don't.
70?
No, I think the last time I counted it was 50. I don't count. Nobody wants to know that number. You know how you don't get on the scale because you don't want to know that number? You don't count your WIPs because that's like asking a woman's age. It's just so rude.
Well, I know that my number of WIPs is equal to the number of things that I've started minus 1.
He doesn't know what that number is either.
Exactly.
Let's be honest.
So, because there's only one fully finished.
So anyways, I thought it would be super fun for our 1.5 episode to do fall WIPs. So this is nothing that I've stitched this year. This was all stuff I started, kitted up last year. But Thomas actually has one fall WIP that he started yesterday?
Yesterday, yes. So this is the Vulture Villa. So you got this.
Who's it by?
And it is by Stephanie Webb of Lindy Stitches.
And this is in the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher 2020 edition. So
Fall
back
2020,
in COVID times. You guys show them your beautiful project bag there.
Okay, yes. So I know all of you.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Earthquake.
So I know you are all dying to know how I would keep my threads all together. You know, there's Dot Dot Goose, there's all these fancy bags. And I decided to go for the seal of quality, the Ziploc. So there you go. That is my project bag. But I think I'm doing pretty well.
I gave him my fabric that I showed you guys last week.
Yeah, so this is the script fabric from...
Bring that closer.
Yeah, a little closer. From Fabric Flair. And this is what I have so far.
Look at that. He's doing so well.
Almost the whole border. So that took me all day today. And I did about 9 or 10 stitches last night. She was very disappointed in me. She was like, "That's it?" I was like, "Well, you'll get more. You'll get to more tomorrow." And then I've been doing that today. So.
All right, so I have a box here. I'm going to show it to you. This blue box, I actually got the first one from my mom as an Easter basket. Mm-hmm. And she put some Easter goodies in for me a couple years ago. And then I happened to notice that it fits project, like your average sized project bag perfectly. So I went out and bought more. You can get them off of Amazon. It's called the Large Collapsible Shopping Bag. Its dimensions are 13 by 11 by 10, and it's by Planet E. So I found them on Amazon, and I bought 4 more, I think.
Yeah.
I think they come in.
It's just too small for scrapbooking, but perfect sized for these bags.
I don't think they know I scrapbook.
Oh, that's true.
By the way, I'm also a paper crafter.
Yes, she is.
Anyways, so yeah, it fits these project bags well. So I got a lot off of Amazon for 4 more, and now I have one for each season, because when it's the middle of winter, I don't really want my beach stitching out and about. I put it away, and I just have an entire box full of my winter stitching. So I was going to show you what's in here today. And confession, not all of these are WIPs. Some of them are kitted up projects that I just haven't started yet. So let's see what I got. Like this one. Okay, This is technically not a WIP, but this is the...
Starting out with the...
I know. This is the Stitch Quarterly, the fall one from last year.
Oh.
And I'll show you. I really love this pattern. I just love that fox. He makes me so happy. So I wanted to keep this all together in the bag that it came in, so that eventually I will stitch him, because he just makes me so happy. If you've not seen a Stitch Quarterly before, they're from Fat Quarter Shop, and they come with the threads, the fabric, a needle, a needle minder, and then a notion, a stitching notion. So these little doodads here help you keep your fabric rolled up, so that's easier to stitch on. And then it also comes with a bag. So everything you need to stitch a piece minus scissors. That's all you need to add.
Not the seal quality though.
Alright, so I'm not doing very good. That was a kidded project, not technically a... Ooh, this is a WIP. Okay, so this is my bag from Goose. She sold these. This is one of the first bags actually that I ever received from her. I have a lot of Goose bags. I've been buying them since 2018 when I started. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that this one actually is glow in the dark. And it is kind of hard to see, but it is Disney themed.
It is.
So, love that bag. And this was before she started making Project Pals. So I actually bought this Project Pal from her like a year or so after she came out with the bag, if I recall correctly. Don't quote me on that.
I don't
but
know.
yeah.
It was a long time ago.
So, yeah, my Project Pal that I just threw in here, even though it doesn't technically match.
It's so spooky.
First WIP that I'm going to show you, I have all of the patterns for Lizzie Kate's, what is this?
Halloween rules? Or
Yes, Halloween rules.
Yeah.
So if you'll see on the back here, this is kind of what it looks like. I started this in 2018, and I think I've only stitched like the first roll or so. I love it. I don't know why I don't stitch it more. Probably because every year somebody comes out with another really cute Halloween pattern. And so I have to start another one. But yeah, there you go. I've stitched the top, and I have stitched the first roll, and I was getting ready to stitch the second.
Well, it looks like there's some...
No, actually, I was using the dotted lines to figure out how long to cut my fabric.
Oh.
Yeah. I can't tell you what fabric this is. My either mom or grandmother gave it to me, and it just so happened to be long enough for this project, so that's why I'm using it. And it's cute. It's got some burlappy look to it. So yeah, that is one of my longest running WIPs since I started restitching in 2018. Alright, let's put that on there so I don't get it lost. My next WIP here is not in a Goose bag. Mom actually bought me this bag for Christmas, and this is by Lake Wind Studio. And it came with a mini bag too. So you can put your floss in there. Super cute knitting chickens. And this is, let's not show the bag. There's the bag. With more knitting chickens. Yeah, this was my big Christmas gift. Maybe birthday. I can't remember.
Was it from me or from Mom?
Mom.
Okay.
It was in 2021. Yes. She gave it to me in 2021 because all of these patterns came out last year in 2022. I have all of the patterns from Little House Needleworks. Fall on the Farm.
Fall on the Farm.
So I'll go ahead and show you those because I don't think I have a big picture of them. So yeah, she bought me the whole kit and caboodle. She bought me a project bag for all the monthly subscription for the patterns, and then also all the floss, which I have here. Not so beautiful, but it's all messy. But yeah, all the floss, and then I have gotten 2 of these done so far.
Which is, I mean, that's old.
They take a couple of days to do. So here you go. You can see that first one there and the second one. I absolutely love this too. I just haven't gotten back to it since. So, fall on the farm.
Fall is one of those seasons where it's so nice when it arrives, but we get so busy during it. That's the problem.
It's a hard season to stitch in. That and Christmas.
That and Christmas. January, easy to stitch in. Not much going on.
All right, my next one. There's a theme here. It's another dot dot goose bag. So here's my project pal. And then I love, well, obviously I love all these because otherwise I wouldn't own them. But look at the little skeleton couple there.
Dancing skeletons.
And I love all the candy and such. So pretty. I love the colors. It's pops. So that's my dot dot goose bag, and inside it's Primrose Cottage. This is Halloween, which I think I started 2 years ago. And this is how far I've gotten. And remember, we don't iron. I apologize.
Oh my. I might have to iron that though.
I know. There's a lot of wrinkles in
I don't think we'll be able to put that on something otherwise.
But yeah, I'm working on the house down here. I like the colors of that. Mm-hmm. I think they're pretty. So that is Primrose Cottage. Okay. Next is an empty project bag. Another dot dot goose. It's empty, so that means I can put a start in it. Okay. Here is a start that I really should just finish. I don't know. Okay, fun fact. We go on an anniversary trip every year. Okay, back up. My grandparents live right outside of Disney World. They actually used to work there. My grandmother used to work mainly at the Haunted Mansion. She also worked at the Tiki Room and Pirates of the Caribbean, but her number one favorite spot to work at was the Haunted Mansion. And my grandfather worked at ESPN, and we go down to their house a lot. Since they're right there, super convenient, they're very sweet in letting us use their house. We're actually, fun fact, not cast members, annual pass holders this year. So sorry, my cats are playing. So we've been going down a lot. But because of that, we go to Disney and stay in a Disney hotel on our anniversary every year.
We do.
We've had 8 anniversaries. So we've stayed in the Swan, the Dolphin, the Boardwalk, the Bee, which is on Disney property, but technically not a Disney hotel. Neither is the Swan or Dolphin, technically, if we want to be very technical. We stayed in,
Riviera.
Our 5th anniversary was technically, we went back to where we stayed the night of our wedding, which was the Ritz in Atlanta.
That's right, for our 5th.
Number 6 was not the Riviera.
Because that was 7.
We did stay in the Riviera. We've stayed at, this past time we stayed in the...
Oh, the Art of Animation, right?
Oh yeah, the Art of Animation was during COVID. Ugh. And then we stayed at, this past time, Port Orleans, but not in one of their bayou.
But in one of
the plantation resorts.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. If you don't want to spend $1,000 on a room, but you want a really themed, pretty room, go stay there because it is super themed. They said it's the closest to staying in Cinderella's castle, because it's all beautiful, decked out, themed, very pretty.
It is.
What are we doing this year?
This year we are going to.
We were thinking about the beach resort.
Yeah, most likely the beach resort.
Not as fancy as last year, but we're gonna go spend the day at the park since we're annual pass holders this year. So that is the plan: is to stay at the beach club resort. But that could change because we technically haven't booked it yet.
We have not.
Anyways, so my mom gave me this pattern. All that to say, my mom gave me this pattern for one of our anniversary trips because our anniversary is November 22nd, and that's always right by Thanksgiving. So she gave me this little Bank Creek house. It's got little turkeys there, and I started this on Thanksgiving Day the one year and didn't get very far. But it's not the art of a stitch, so I really should just finish it. There you go. It is a house.
A part of the house.
And a tiny bit of a tree. So I should really just knock that out because that shouldn't take that long. And that's in this cute Goose bag. I like the squirrels in the back and the pumpkins. So there you go. Alright. Next is another cheat. Technically it's not, but it's what I have kitted up. It's in this cute pumpkin Goose bag. And the Project Pal. Oh, and I have a needle minder in here. I should show off my needle minder. Look, it's a little cup with a heart.
Very cute.
Yeah. I have two patterns in here. I have you saw that I have the floss and I have my fabric flare that I thought would look perfect for these two items. This is Primrose Cottage Pumpkin Kisses. And then Primrose Cottage Autumn Rules. But I want to stitch it on white and not the brown. I think they showed a second stitching. Somebody else did it on the white and I liked the white better. I thought the colors popped a little bit more and were just really pretty. So that's kitted but not started. Alright, let's move away from a Goose bag for a moment. Chris Sherman actually is a subscriber to us.
Wow.
She messaged us. So I wanted to show this beautiful bag that Chris Sherman did. Absolutely love her bags. They're super hard to get, but I've been lucky enough to have 3 of them right now. 4. I'm wrong. I have 4. I have this one, I have 2 Christmas ones, and then there's one that's a little bit shorter. It's a religious, it says like he's the king or something on it.
Oh, yeah. For Easter, I think it was.
Was it for Easter?
It might have been.
I was using it for my Sabbath stitching. But yeah, so there's this bag though, or Project Keeper. Anyways, this beautiful Teresa Kogut, oh my goodness, I can't say her name. Fabric. I just love the 2 cats because I have 2 cats, so I thought this.
And they're currently going crazy.
Yes, they are. They're playing with each other.
They are.
And then on the back,
murder of crows.
It's a murder of crows. And then inside, I've got some pockets here and a place for your needles. I also have a needle minder there, which I think is it's from Primrose Cottage, last year's Sip and Stitch box. Really cute needle minder. And this is what I've got kitted up here, is their Sip and Stitch from last year, which is Home Sweet Haunted Home.
It's very cute.
It is. And then this is what I have. This fabric is probably hard to tell in there, but it's actually sparkly. I got it from either Michael's or...
That's the same stuff that I use for the spider, isn't it?
Yeah. Hobby Lobby. So it's opalescent, they call that. So fun stitch there. And a really fun bag. I just love those project keepers. They're more expensive, but they're worth every penny. I also have other ones from other people. I got a couple from the retreat that we went to, but I can't remember her name. Before I show those project keepers, I will figure out what that lady's name is too. All right. I guess I just keep all of my stitch quarterlies in here because this is this stitch quarterly, but it is in fact a start, a tiny one.
Whoa.
This is the Autumn Spice cross stitch pattern by It's So Emma. And this is my itty bitty little start on it. You ready for this? There you go.
Ta-da! There'd be some spices.
I think those are leaves.
Spicy leaves. They
And
look like peppers.
needle minder. I think they're acorns.
They probably are. I'm just blind.
Another empty project bag. I can put another start in here.
She could.
Actually, what it really means is that I buy too many project bags. But I like this one. It's got restars.
It does.
All right, and then the first Stitch Quarterly Fall is this one, Happy Pumpkin. And this is a start. This might be a UFO.
Oh.
Like, I don't know that. Not a, like...
DNF?
DNF. This might be a DNF. I have to be honest, guys. I don't like stitching on 10 count. It's not my jam. I think I got smart with this one and stitched with 3 flosses, but stitching with 4 flosses is so frustrating. I don't know why, because you take the 4 strands out and then you've still got 2 more that you got to add to the next one, and they just don't lay right.
No.
And that is my frustration. So I'm not in love with 10 count, and I may not ever finish this. I haven't decided yet, but this is the pattern. Hey Pumpkin by It's So Emma, and the stitching notion were these line keepers, and this is how far I got on this one. I'm like a fourth of the way there. I don't know. I don't know if I'll go back to it or not. We'll have to see. We'll see. But it's okay. If I don't go back to it, I'm sure I can give it away someday.
Leave it for December, I guess. To finish.
The cats?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't have kids.
I meant the cats.
All right. We're getting down to the last couple here. Here's another Dot Dot Goose bag. I think this was called Pumpkin Spice.
And everything nice?
No, just Pumpkin Spice.
Nice.
The project bag. Oh, my scissors hanging off there. I must have a needle minder. Gotta show off the needle minder. Oh, yeah. I got that from Fat Quarter Shop there. My little truck. So cute. And where is the... Oh, there's the pattern. Okay. This is the Prairie Schooler. Thanksgiving Comes Again. And I really don't have much of this stitch either, because I think this was started on another Thanksgiving day, and what I've learned about stitching on Thanksgiving is that I don't get a lot done.
We often celebrate Thanksgiving with the family. It involves a lot of time spent talking with family and not a lot of time sitting stitching.
We also play a game.
Yes.
We call it the present game.
Yes.
We'll tell you about that one day, but not today.
Not today.
And that's how much I got done on that one. There you go.
The horror.
Har.
Har.
It's harvest. So there's that one. And then this next one, I don't have the pattern for. I have a working copy. I apologize, I don't. But I've actually done a lot of this so far. So you'll get the gist, even without seeing the pattern. But this is another Dot Dot Goose bag.
Da-da-da.
It's got kitty cats.
And bats.
Can you see those?
Kitty cats and bats.
And bats on the back. And then I love the Project Pal with the little kitties.
With the pumpkins.
And the pumpkins. This is Lizzie Kate's Halloween ABCs. Which is a hard to find pattern now, I understand. But see, I am so close. I love this pattern.
And then Star Wars texting upwards.
So I'm so close to being finished with this. I have,
Well,
what do I have left?
you have T for trick, so you're missing you.
I'm missing Ugly Vampire Witch Extra Greedy Yow Zombie. I'm so close. You can see there. I've got a little bit more room.
Well, it looks like you have ugly. You have ugly, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so you have the whole row. So it's just V through Z.
so close. In fact, I love this so much that I'm thinking I would like to just maybe frame it and not do a fancy finish on it, because I want the stitching to speak for itself, because there's a lot to look at in there. Love it. So fun. Alright.
Is it the last one?
Is it? Kinda. I have this in here too. I can show them this. I have done a lot of these, but the one I have not done is September.
Oh.
So this is in here with the fabric ready to go.
And it's chickens. I'm surprised at you.
I think that's the reason I haven't done it, is because Java Girl Stitches did this and put like our coop or something, so I considered doing this separate from September and putting it in our kitchen, and I couldn't make that decision, so it just never got done. But I've done August and July on here. So, and I think Mom gave me this. This is the, or maybe I bought it, I don't even know. The Floss Pack for Bats and Booze Mystery, which I believe is a free pattern. I may be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But it's from Fat Quarry Shop. And then, last but not least, is another Primrose Cottage. Another Dot Dot Goose bag. This one glows in the dark.
For realsies?
For realsies, I know for a fact. She advertises glowing in the dark. And look at how cool those little, what are these called? Jars, mason jars are, with little lightning bugs. And on the flip side,
Little animals.
little animals in the trees.
Hiding in the trees.
And same thing with the Project Pal. And this is last year's Stitch Along, which is Toil and Trouble,
Double Toil and Trouble.
which is actually smaller than the other Primrose Cottage that I'm stitching right now. But I kept up for 1 week, and then it all
came crashing down.
it did. So that's what I got.
Well, you can always revisit those videos if you really want to, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, so that is my fall WIP parade. Like I said, I haven't stitched on any of those so far yet this year. I just brought the box down and was debating on what I would stitch after I'm working on what I'm currently stitching on. So if you'd like to help me out, comment down below with which project you would like to see me stitch up. Whichever project gets the most votes, I think I'll start on next. So that'll be my own personal WIP go, because I can't find the WIP go board. I need to figure out. Anyways, so y'all are gonna be my personal WIP go board, and y'all can help me out by commenting on which project you'd like to see me stitch next. As always, comment, subscribe, like the video.
Like the video. You can even press the bell, slap
be
the subscribe
notified
button.
to future videos.
And anything else? Possible. I don't know. Do we want to do that
Next week.
next week? Yep. Okay.
What's possible?
Possible giveaways. Because y'all have been awesome and subscribing and commenting and being an amazing community, and we would like to give back to that. So
Well, at least have one. I'm gonna go through my stuff and find something that either I bought two of, which is totally possible, or something that I just don't think I will get to stitching in this lifetime, and we'll do a giveaway. So thank you guys for coming and viewing us. And we do have one more thing. His Lego for this week is not going to be a full house or building, because it's a 0.5 episode.
1.5.
But we thought he could show something small.
So, Lego has been doing for several years what's called Speed Champions, which is taking realistic cars and then putting them to Lego form. This is probably my favorite, because this is the car that I grew up with loving, which is the Lamborghini Countach. And I had a poster of this in my room as a kid. I had all sorts of things for the Lamborghini. I loved Lamborghini. It's probably one of the worst cars ever to own, apparently, in the history of automotive history, but I still love it. I would still love to drive one day. But yeah, so that is the Lamborghini Countach of Speed Champions, and it's a very, very, very cool. There we go. Rendition of it. I think they did a very fabulous job.
And there's a person inside.
There is a person inside. Actually, can fit two people side by side. So
when you pull it back, does it do the same thing?
with this,
Yeah,
camera? Ooh.
like
No, that's
it
only
doesn't do that.
that's only for the other types. So. And then we have a cat.
There's
in
a cat in the
bag.
box. Can I show them without
Sure.
the cat freaking out?
She's gonna freak you out a little bit. There we go.
There's a cat in the box.
There is.
This is Sakura.
This is Sakura.
The other kitty we didn't show last week. She's really heavy.
Hey, only in comparison to Yuki, she's still a normal sized cat. Want me to take?
Sure. It's really hard to hold.
Oh no! Hi. There we go. There we go.
So there, now you've met our whole family. All right, guys. Well, thank you if you've made it to this end. Thank you for watching, and we will look forward to seeing you next week on Labor Day weekend.
All right.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.